did this earlier, didn't have this much trouble. I knew it was going to give me trouble when I started. But hello, welcome to my channel. This channel is called Wine and Chat with Nelly.N. That's me. Today I have a bottle. I'm not going to do a full review today, but usually I do reviews on wines, and I'm more like a sweet wine drinker. So this wine is more like on the sweet side, but it's a little dry and have like maybe citrus kind of bad finishing to it here. And today we getting started a little early, but today we have a special guest, and I'm going to invite her in the chat. Kiana, and her IG page is the Traveling Aquarian. Please welcome my special guest. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
Good. So I know you like to travel a lot.
I love it.
Like to do?
Yes. I'm more of I love nature photography and going out to different places and taking photographs. It made me want to write about the places I visited. So I started a blog, and from there it just grew. So as I travel, I photograph, I write about it, and I share it with everyone.
Okay. So before we get into it any deeper, I have Moscato. I was telling the people I have Moscato. I don't know if you heard that. Did you hear that? Did you hear me say that?
I'm drinking some wine right now as well, but I know you're a Moscato fan.
Did you hear me say what kind of wine before?
Yes,
hear me.
Moscato, right?
Yeah, that was in the early part. So, and what kind of wine do you have?
I'm having some Chateau Saint Michelle.
Ooh. Sounds good. So I'm going to crank up this bottle, and then I'm going to get into the first question.
Okay. I would love to visit some wine vineyards and learn some more about some wine, actually.
Yes, I have to do that with you. I'm definitely we're gonna have to plan a day for that.
Yes, it's so close now. Well, I'm about 2 hours from you.
So what made you want to travel? Like, what started you on doing this? Are you just just an outgoing person? You just decided to visit a lot of places, or did it come from parents traveling a lot?
It definitely didn't come from parents. My mother didn't drive. She still don't drive. She's scared of driving. I took a job doing recruiting 2 years ago, and I had to recruit all across New Jersey, meaning I had to drive an hour, almost 2 hours from my home. And once I started driving more, I got out of my comfort zone and was like, okay, I can start traveling a little further. And like I said, I like taking photographs. I love photography and I love nature. I'm an outdoor person, so
I see.
places to visit, and I just started going out there and traveling.
Okay, so what's your favorite places that you visited?
My favorite place is Mexico. We're going again this June. Actually, this would be our 9th or 10th time. I've been when I was pregnant. I've been after the baby. I love it there. I love Mexico.
Oh, okay. Tell me, let's see. What places or landmarks did you visit there? Did you visit anything special there, or and tell the viewers what that was?
Oh yeah. Well, when we go, well, first of all, when people think about Mexico, they think of it being dangerous, it's not safe. It's beautiful there. We've been so many times. We've never had any trouble. You could the roads are smoother than the ones here in New Jersey. So it's safe.
Really?
So first thing, Mexico is very safe to travel. So we've been to Chichen Itza. We went to go see the ruins, which were beautiful. We drove into Playa del Carmen. I've been to Cancun. We've been to Puerto Moral. We've been to Riviera Maya. So we've been to all over. And this year when we go, we want to visit Tulum and Escaret amusement park. So we've been all over Mexico, and there's a lot of places we still haven't visited. So I'm looking forward to going back and seeing some more things.
Did you visit any restaurants when you were there? Like
we did. when we went into Playa del Carmen, we did go to a restaurant. I don't remember the name of it. It's 2 restaurants we actually went 2 years in a row. We went to 2 different restaurants. I forgot the names of them, but if you go to Playa del Carmen and go down Fifth Avenue, it's so many different restaurants. It's so inexpensive as well. I'm a budget traveler, so I'm always looking to save a buck. I don't have all this money to be spending out, so anytime I go somewhere, I'm looking to save. So we did go to some nice restaurants, and the food for 2 people was like under $20 with beer included.
Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good budget right there.
Yes.
When you travel, do you? I'm pretty sure you collect a whole bunch of souvenirs and everything, right?
Some of these souvenirs I have are from Mexico. Right here we have a mask that's from Mexico, actually.
Okay, wow.
So I collect souvenirs. One thing we found out about the souvenirs is when you go into town, they're much cheaper than when you buy them at the resort. So that's a tip right there. When we went to Chichen Itza, they had like a lot of sculptures for like $5, $10. Then when you go back to the resort, they're like $40, $60. So when you out in town to the local markets, it's cheaper to get souvenirs out there.
Wow. Do you even give any away, or do you just keep them? Actually, how many do you have? Did you ask me to answer that question?
I have about 5 from Mexico, but as in giving them away to people, no, I don't travel for people,
Right.
because you don't know what people like. First of all, people get it. You'll spend this time. I don't like buying gifts, first of all, because people like get you gifts. They re-gift things. I don't have time to get gifts. So when I go away, if it's not for my daughter, like a shirt or something I know she's going to wear, then I get things for my home to decorate my home.
Right. I heard that. Yes. What other places? I don't know. I don't think you answered this question, but what other places do you recommend people to travel? And well, it could be either places that you want to travel, or you haven't been to, or somewhere you did go to that you.
Well, my daughter is in the Navy, and she was stationed in Hawaii. So we got to go to Hawaii. And when people think about Hawaii, they think it's so expensive. Only the plane ticket is expensive. It is. But I got a hotel through a Groupon for before I stayed with her for like 10 days, but for 3 days I stayed at a hotel with the kids. And I got a deal on Groupon, and it was like, I think $300 for like 3 nights or so. 4 nights and 3 days. 4 nights and 3 days, something like that. But it was real cheap. But I have a blog on things to do in Hawaii for under $20. So it's you after you get over the plane fee, it's very cheap to go and visit a lot of places. And also when we got the tickets, we got them around Christmas. So that's what made it a little bit more expensive. But right now, during COVID, if you go online, there's so many deals on hotels right now.
I know. I've been.
I think it's half off. We're going to Mexico in June as well, and they're giving you like 2 nights free at these resorts. So right now, you could get a deal. They're looking for tourists. They're looking for people to spend some money now. So that's one thing in Hawaii, if you're looking to go abroad. But if you're looking to travel locally, there's so many things to do. I took my daughter to the Metropolitan Museum of Art. We went there, spent the whole day at the art museum, aquariums. I'm a big hiker, so I love hiking and seeing waterfalls. There's a lot of things to do that's free as well. So if you ever go to my blog, The Traveling Aquarian, you can find a lot of places to do that's free or like under $20.
Okay. So tell the people where they can follow you at on your pages, what you've been up to. Tell the followers where you want them to follow you and watch you.
Well, The Traveling Aquarian, YouTube, The Traveling Aquarian. I have a blog as well. On Instagram, it's the traveling underscore Aquarian. If you have a description box, you can put it in there as well. I do have a Facebook page as well, The Traveling Aquarian. I keep it all simple and across the board with my name, so you can find me. Even if you Google The Traveling Aquarian, I'll pop up as well. I try to make it simple across the board.
Yes. Do you have? I just wanted to ask you, I wasn't sure, but do you have any products that you sell or anything like that?
No, I don't right now. I'm looking give out some free like brochures though through email. I'm working on some PDFs for people so they can find places that I'm traveling to as well. Because there's so many places. When I was working, I used to work in Livingston at a dental office, and I was like, I wanted to go to some of the gardens in the area. It was one right around the corner from me. I've been working in this area for like 14 years and never knew it was this beautiful botanical garden right by me. So I'm working on a PDF to send out to people for free as well, to get people outside and get them, get them to visit places because even if you have children, we got to explore and show our children there's so many things outside of our neighborhood as well,
Right. Okay. That is our questions for today. I'm sorry for looking down. Listen, I was so busy today, and I'm like my brain all over the place. So I'm like, no, I had to have some type of notes here because my brain is just all over the place today. So thank you so much for being on my show. We do have to collab on the vineyard, so I can't.
There's a few I want to go to. There's a few vineyards I want to go to as well.
Yes, I do want to do that. And
just so you know, there's a plant show coming into the Philly area. Also in Philly, if anyone is from that area, I went to the Eastern State Penitentiary, which was like really like exciting. I went with my son. It was really hot that day, so we went and visited there. So it's a lot of things I want to do in Philly as well. I want to go to the museum, and there's a couple of places I want to visit. But also upstate New York has a lot of vineyards as well too. So there's a lot of places that's not so far that's in the area. You don't have to go to Italy or California. We got a lot in our areas.
Right. Yes, we do. Yes, because I definitely want to get over to New York as well. That's where I was trying to plan my trip before my birthday, but then COVID started, so that was around March, so that got scratched out. But we're gonna try again.
Things are opening up little by surely. Things are starting to open up though.
Yeah, they are. Yep.
And and also too, people, it's safe to go out as well. As long as you have your mask, your sanitizer, you're good.
Yeah. Thank you so much for doing this interview with me. I'm glad you came on my show.
Oh, my pleasure.
And we are going to end the video, and I want you back on my show again, though. We're going to invite you back.
This is the visit this year.
All right, so thank you so much for being on here, and
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks again.